Welcome to TBL. So this is our continuation of our video. So let's head to Chrome. So after opening your Chrome, type Google Forms in the search box. Head to Google Apps. So scroll down. Then select Google Forms. That's the forms. So after opening the forms, you see Google has given you a template that you can alter to your preference. So we have our contact information over here. So if you decide to take contact info from people, you cannot use this. So if, for instance, you want to alter it, you can alter it in a way which is suitable for you or with you. Then the party invite and t-shirt sign up. So you can edit the party invite for your birthday party or anything ever, however you want to edit it. So the recent forms that we have created, they will be over here. That you can use them for further reference, importation and styles. So let's say blank. So upon opening your blank form, you see something like this. So you have the untitled form. So this is where you put your title. So form title. So you need to put a title over there that people see, they'll be like, oh, okay, this is what the form is about. Just the title alone will help people to know what the form is. So if it's web tutorial class, you'll be like web. Say development. Class. So then the form description. This is what you put you describe your form to the respondent. So that if they are filling the form or if they click on the form, you'll be able to know what the form is about before they'll continue to fill it. So I'll leave it to you. So if, for instance, it's web development class, you'll be like, oh, this is a web development class we are organizing. So we are organizing on this day or this, or we are trying to organize a web development class. We want to know the number of people that might be coming to the class, or it's a service we are conducting to know the number of people that will come to our web development class. So if your web development class, the survey you are conducting to know the number of people that will come to the class, you need the person's name, then you can add where the untitled question is, you'll be like what is your name? So after putting in this, Google has an AI integrated with it, so it will be able to identify if it's a short answer that will be required for this statement. So looking at this is a short answer, the person's name. So my name is so and so. So like my name is Lily. So we know that it's a short text that the respondent will put in there. It's not a checkbox or a multiple choice question. So after clicking over here, you'll be able to see what kinds of form we can create. If it's a paragraph, the person needs to write on an essay. So if it's the paragraph, so that one is the essay aspect. You see some forms, if you're playing, they'll be like, okay, write a short note about yourself, explaining why you need this scholarship and stuff. So that's what will fall under paragraph. So multiple choice questions. The one that they will give you so that you pick an option or a checkbox. A checkbox is when they will bring multiple stuff. You'll be like, oh, select at least 2, or you can select all. So they'll be like, what your favorite foods are. Then there will be cake, there will be plant, all those things over there. Page 3, and all sorts of drinks and stuff. So you'll be able to select the ones that are your favorite. So that's the checkbox. So the drop down. So the drop down. So drop down comes in when, for instance, you select this. You select an answer. You select an answer, but there's another question or under it. So that comes with the drop down or file upload. You can upload a file, linear scale, the one that we use to rate people. So that's the linear scale, multiple choice grade, and checkbox grade, date and time. So you can add dates. You'll be like, okay, when you'll be like, add the time or date after filling this. So you can put the respondents finish answering this, then so if it's date, you add date. But since I don't require date, so if it's date, then I'll be like, okay, what's today's date? What is today? What's today? Date. So your respondent will be able to come and select the date over here. So, but since I'm not feeling, I can't edit anything over here. So I'll finish with this, trying to send it to a respondent, so he or she will fill the form. So since this, then the time to, as usual, what's today's time or whatever, however you want to do it. So Google will be able to identify the AI is integrated. So no matter what you ask in a way that is that needs to a date or a time, Google will be able to classify it under date or time for you, or a checkbox or a grade. So if it's add a question, so this one shows add a question. So let's change this one back to what's your name. What's your name? There's a network. That's right. So let's just give it a short. That's a short answer. So over here, if it's also will you come to organized class? Something simple like this. You say that Google is giving a suggestion. So if it's a yes or no you want to put over there, you can just add all, or if this is the one you want to add, click this. So you'll be like add all, or yourself you can add your options. So you can come and add your options over here. The all. So Google knows that this is a multiple choice question. So it will select multiple choice question for you. So this is the button that we use to add a question. So the next one is import a question. So for instance, we have if we import question, if for instance we have a question sample, or we have created a questionnaire already, that we have it on now, then we can add import question. So for instance, I want to import this question, this Google form, this one over here. I'll just click on it and be like, select this. Then I'll click select, then it will head backward and punch it over there for me. So that's how to import a question, but I'll not be importing this. So let's head back. Then from there you can add a title description bar. The title descriptions is for the header side, or you can even add a title description in for that's why they added the tool over there, or add an image. So this is what helps us to add image. So you can add image for then you use that image to ask questions. So based on that image, you can ask various questions, and putting image and videos in your works make the work nice for respondents to answer. It's not compulsory, depending on the kind of questionnaire you are creating, that you can add image. So if you add the image, then you'll be like, oh, analyze this image and answer the following questions. So this is what the add video side I've taught. So the video to do be like, oh, once you finish watching the video and answer the questions below. Then this is what to add a session. So it's not good to create a long questionnaire result. Let's say 27 questions. But any respondent saying something like that will feel tired or too tired to answer the question. So he or she might leave your form unattended to. So you can put it in a session form, which you click a session. So on each page, you'll see only like 10 questions or 5 questions. Then you click on next. Then the next, so then a continuation. So you can add the same title heading over here. So untitled session, continuation of that, you can add the description is optional, or you can still add the description you have added above there. Then you add it. So add whatever you want to do, just play around with it. Then you get to know more. So this is the preview. So how it will look like if, for instance, we click on the preview. So let's see. So this is how it will look like. So what's your name? Will you come to our organized class? Since I've not added those suggestions, you see nothing, and the option aspect I've not added anything. That's why the option is only option 1. Then on the session, to see the next session, you click on the next. So this is all we have over here. Since I've not added any question or anything, this is all we can see about the next. So don't do a mistake. If you click on the submit over here, it will send a response to your form. So don't click submit over here. So let's head back. Let's close this and head back. So this is the customized thing. You can use this to customize your form. So if, for instance, you want to add a header image, so you can add a header image. So let's say choose image. So this will give us some stuff. So if it's work and school, something you are doing, you can use one. If it's illustration, something you are doing, you can select one. Mind tab sport, or if you have some this one, a file or a picture, a photo that you want to upload on your machine, then hit upload. Then you click browse. So browse. I won't be adding any of that. I won't be adding any. So if, for instance, you have something on or you can just drag it and drop it over here, or photos. So since my account doesn't have any photo in it in my Google Photos, so it won't be able to show any photos over here. So you can go to theme, pick one, and select whatever you want, or just go to your upload. So that's how to add it. So okay, let's just add something and see how it will look like. Let's just add this. So insert. So this is it. So there is a header to add it and to automatically balance it with the color of your background. So it will either change the color of your background or try to orient it for you. So you can also change the same color. I normally prefer you to leave it because the suggestion will be very cool. And this way you can change the font style. But I'll advise you to always keep it on basic, because if you change the font style, what a respondent might not be able to look at what you are saying, because what is your name. Looking at this, you will not be able to no, you have to stress your eye. The respondent have to stress him or her eye before reading this. So I'll ask you to always put your font style on basic. Then head to response. So these are the number of responses. Since I've not sent the form out to anybody to fill, I have 0 response. So settings. So let's head to settings. So is this a quiz? If it's a quiz you are trying to, then you want to make it a quiz. So this is good for the teachers. So response. So how do you want to take your response? Do you want to collect email addresses also? So if you want to collect email addresses, then you can hit this, collect email addresses. Send responder a copy of their response. So you can when you want the responder to have a copy of the form they have filled, then you can hit this, when requested, or always send it. Allow response edits. Response can be changed after being submitted. So you can allow them to do changes to what they have submitted. So limit response to 1. So for instance, if you say limit to 1 response, that means the person needs to sign in before filling the form. Collect email addresses. So presentation. So show progress bar. So if you show progress bar, the respondents also can see the number of people that have filled in the form, that have filled out, the number of respondents that have filled your form. So view results summary, confirmation message. So if for instance you can edit your confirmation after the submit, you'll be like your response has been recorded. Show the link to submit another response. So you can put this off since you don't want them to submit another response. So these are the default settings. I will ask you not to try do any changes to it, or you can put this on in your default. But I'll allow you to know. I will advise you not to put it on. Then what? So if you are done doing whatever you want to do over here at your settings. So if you want to make this question a required question, compulsory question for the person to fill, then push this button on. So that means the person has to fill it in by all means before moving to the next page or before submitting the form. If not, then will ask the person to go back to fill that place before being able to submit the form. So it's like required. So that's what the required does. Then head to send. So one thing about this is Google will automatically say, okay, send via email, but mostly you will not know everybody's email address. So this is the link site. So you click on shortener, and Google will shorten it for you. Then you will be like copy. Then you can send it to your friends via social media anywhere. And one thing is, you can also use this form, so you can create a sign-up form or whatever and put it on your website. So you just come here hot and copy the embedded HTML code. After copying then hot, you go and paste it at all the site where you want the people to see the form and fill. So this is one advantage of what Google Forms. So they'll give you the embedded HTML code, you add it to your website line of codes, your codes, then what, and let your visitors of your website be able to preview the form and fill it out over there. So after copying, you should have shortened, then you just hit copy. After hitting it, then you send it via social media. So we are done for today. Welcome to TBL once again. So